What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fourth and Goal Sports Show. I'm your host, Tyrus Wilson. Another heartbreaking loss for the Commanders. This time, slightly different. You had a close matchup here. It was lopsided for most of the game, but at the end, was able to make a push. Just wasn't enough. But before we get into it, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, as well as follow to the Fourth and Goal Sports Instagram page. Without further ado, let's get started. So from the start of the game, I knew this could possibly be a bad one. We started slow on offense, like we always do. You got the offense slow, terrible, starting slow, terrible, like they always do, and then you go to the defensive end. The defense was actually surprising me. They were playing with effort, they were playing with fight, but like they always do, they always find a way to bend but don't break at the start. And next thing you know, they break. They break like they always do. Um, John Allen, where is he at? Another game where he's just ineffective. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, the Rams running back, Kyron Williams, 100 rushing, over 100 rushing yards. Uh, it's just like this defense. This defense, the strength was supposed to be the D line. You trade Chase, you trade Montez, and we've been worse ever since. Montez Sweat is somehow still leading this team in sacks. Montez Sweat is leading, or at least prior to this game, Montez Sweat was leading the Commanders in sacks and the Bears in sacks. One of the only players ever, probably the only player ever, to lead two teams in sacks in one season. Impressive. It really makes no sense why we traded him. Looking back, we probably should have traded John Allen. He clearly doesn't want to be here. He clearly isn't showing enough effort. I did see effort from Deron Payne, from Andre Jones, from Casey Toohill, the young guys that are getting in there and finally getting their opportunity. So respect to them for showing some fight. But overall, the defensive backs, they're terrible. They're terrible. They've been terrible all season. Kendall Fuller, he was solid at least. He was solid, but I mean, these guys, they couldn't cover a newborn baby if they lined up and ran a route on them. That's how bad they've been looking these past few weeks. I understand it's Cooper Cup. I understand it's Puka Nakua, but I mean these guys. And what's crazy is even when they're bad, in this game I can at least say they look better than previous weeks. I can say that, but I mean, you know, it's the same old out of the secondary, same old out of the linebackers. Really, the story of this game, as far as improvement goes for the defense, is definitely the defensive line. But going back to the offense, Eric Bieniemy, Eric B. Enemy. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear another word about Eric Bieniemy and head coach in the same sentence. I do not. Respect the EB for what he's accomplished in his career. Respect the EB for what he's accomplished in his career in KC, in Minnesota, and all the previous places he's coached at. But here, he's just not showing it. He's just not showing it. Sam Howell, tough game for him. Tough game. I mean, it's one thing when you talk about EB and the play calling, it wasn't there. It wasn't well. That's one thing. But Sam Howell played a total of 51 minutes today. 51 minutes, and he managed to have a total of 102 passing yards, one touchdown, and one interception. It's just not going to cut it. It's just not going to cut it. If you guys know me, you know I've been one of the biggest Sam Howell supporters out there. I've been pulling for Sam. I've been, time and again. I've been pulling for Sam when he has the down games. Who do you see supporting him? Who do you see saying, don't give up on him? It's me. It's me every time. It's me. And it's other guys out there too. But I would be lying if I told you I'm confident after this game and Sam Howell's future. I mean, Let's look at Jacoby Brissett. Let's look at Jacoby Brissett's stats. 5 minutes. He played 5 minutes. 117 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. You can't get much better than that in 5 minutes. I mean, shout out to Jacoby. He got his opportunity, stepped up, wasn't flustered. A true veteran. A true veteran. He steps up when you need him. And now, me personally, I I understand we needed the spark. We needed that, but me personally, you know, I would have kept Sam in just for the reps. He needs the reps as a young quarterback, but man, I can't even complain about that. I don't know who made the call, Ron Rivera or Eric Bieniemy, but whoever made the call, I think it's tough, but they might have done the right thing because Sam he was putrid today. He was not him today. He was not him at all. He was struggling out there, and he made it tough. He made it tough on his receivers. Jahan was basically just out there running routes. He was just out there getting cardio, as Terry said the previous week before our bye versus Miami. Just getting cardio. That's what it looked like from Jahan. Wasn't getting involved at all. You know. But finally, shout out to Jacoby. And I guess a little bit of credit goes to Eric Bieniemy for that. Shout out to Jacoby and EB for finally getting, Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel involved. They both had TDs in this game, two touchdowns for Curtis Samuel, and I believe 1 touchdown for Terry, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2. But it's just tough because you want to see your young quarterback get his reps. You want to see him get his chance, but also you have some responsibility as a coach to put the best guy on the field. Put the best guy that gives you the best chance to win the game on the field. And it's sad to say it. It is sad to say it. But that guy today, it wasn't Sam Howell. That guy today was Jacoby Brissett. And, Jacoby stepped up and respected him. I'm really interested in knowing where we go from here. Where we go from here when it comes to Sam. I really want to know, is like this benching going to be for the rest of the season? I want to know what was the reasoning for benching him. I understand we were struggling as a team, as a unit. He was struggling. Everybody was struggling. The O-line especially, putrid as they've always been throughout the season. But, this is a big call, and I think it could really affect the team outside of this game. Next week, you're headed to New York. You're facing the New York Jets, battle of two garbage teams, basically. Two teams who are out of the playoff race. But the story of this game will be decided on by if Aaron Rodgers plays. There's been rumors that Aaron Rodgers could come back. I think now that they're eliminated, that chance of him coming back is lowered now. But I'm really intrigued to see where the team goes from here. Just a same old Washington. We start slow, try to pick it up late, but it's obviously too late. It's just difficult. It's just difficult. And we're going to see what this team has left in these last few weeks. Do I expect us to win versus the Jets? No, I don't expect us to win any more games. But they're going to fight. And I hate to say it, but I have to say it. If Jacoby Brissett starts next week in New York versus the Jets, that gives us our best chance to win. That gives us our best chance to win. I believe in Sam's talent 100%. And I really do believe he hasn't been given his fair shake. But his pocket awareness is a big issue. When it's like whenever the blitz is brought, he can roll out sometimes, but when he can't roll out, it's a sack. It's a sack or interception or some kind of negative play that breaks the back of the offense, and we can't recover from it. We can't recover from it. And I think Jacoby Brissett just has better pocket awareness. He has a better understanding of when that ball needs to be released, timing, release, pocket awareness, pressure. when the pressure's on and the pressure's coming, he knows when to let it go and to throw it deep sometimes. One thing I noticed from this game, Jacoby Brissett has a great deep ball. And he got Terry, he got Curtis opportunities that they just haven't seen throughout this season. But next week, a lot of questions will be answered. A lot of questions will be asked. Please comment down below. Please comment down below. Is this the end of the Sam Howell era? Is this the end of the Sam Howell era in Washington? You got quarterbacks like Jaden Daniels in the draft. You got quarterbacks like Caleb Williams, Drake May, Bo Nix, Michael Penix in the draft. Could this possibly be the end of the Sam Howell era? We'll find out soon. Comment down below. In conclusion, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the Fourth and Goal Sports YouTube page and Instagram page. I'm your host, Tyler Wilson. Have a blessed day. Peace.